does American Airlines continue its war on travel agencies in 2024? And do other airlines join in?
So it's a great question. It is a question that's at the center of every company's mind, every travel manager, because
Yeah.
the net result is your travel program will be more expensive if you don't have the right tooling.
I like the old adage by Napoleon: never interrupt your enemies while making a mistake. And I think American continues to make it difficult for travel management companies. And I think the other airlines let them go down this path alone, which is interesting. They're not hopping on the bandwagon. So in our business, we've seen a few customers avoid American hubs when picking team offsites. And we had a client the other day picking between Dallas, Phoenix, San Francisco? And they ended up going with San Francisco because they'd rather fly heavy United than heavy American Airlines. So
Wow.
I don't know. I think they're stepping in the fire on this one. And I think that they expected other airlines to follow suit by now, and they just haven't.
That's a very good take. So I think that the push for NDC is real, and I think that it'll continue to accelerate in 2024. If you're a business or a company that is on Concur or some other legacy platform, or even worse, if you have your employees book via email, you're going to be in big trouble in 2024. So the airline industry is one of copycats. So for example, JetBlue raised their check bag fees years and years ago. And within weeks, every other airline basically did the same exact thing. Now, the interesting part about American is on an earlier earnings call, they went through a massive effort to get people to either shop direct on their website or go through NDC. And the interesting part is it had no effect on revenue. So they didn't make more money, but they didn't lose money. So as of right now, to the bottom line, it's neither a good thing or a bad thing. It's kind of neutral. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how things shape up in 2024, because this whole thing, the push for NDC and direct shopping, it makes everything more complex, and it makes it more expensive for companies like ours to operate our business, as customers really demand a seamless experience. So it puts a lot of pressure on us. So I think that the real answer is probably that American continues, because I think they're just going to continue to go down this route. And I
Yeah.
think other airlines watch from the sidelines, but I think that they'll take a less aggressive approach, and they'll start to pull some fares, starting with basic economy fares from the GDS. So I think other airlines will be more measured, but it's an industry of copycats. So I'm not holding my breath for any kind of outcome.
It makes me think of the raises for pilots. Remember when they had
That's a
like
good
the
one.
big,
Yeah,
and that started with American, if I'm remembering correctly. And
correct.
then
Yeah.
every single other airline had no choice. They're like, all right, we're either competing against whatever that raise percentage was for American, or like these pilots will jump ship. And, I don't know the loyalty parameters around like being a Delta pilot, and then American gives a bigger raise. And I don't know. All I remember is Delta did like 40% or something, and everyone lost their minds.